FCA's vision is to see the world transformed. I love that word, transformed. We want to see the world transformed by Jesus Christ through the influences of coaches and athletes. Listen, every one of us know of a coach or an athlete who has impacted us, whether a pro athlete or a high school coach or a high school athlete. We all have that story or that person who's impacted us. Well, FCA really pours into the coach and athlete in hopes that God will use them to reach and transform this world. Our mission is to see every coach, to lead every coach and every athlete into a personal and growing relationship with Jesus Christ and the church. Listen, the reason FCA is so impactful, and the thing that I love most about FCA, is that FCA isn't a ministry that expects them to come to us and find us. We're going to where they are. I love that every day as an FCA staff member, I'm on the school campus, I'm in the huddle, I'm on the sidelines, I'm having an opportunity to intersect and be able to pour into students' lives daily on school campuses. That's amazing to me. And that's why FCA is so impactful and so important in our community.
Hey, I'm Coach Jonathan Long. I coach football and I'm the head track coach at Habersham Central High School. This past summer, my wife and I had the opportunity to be sponsored to go to the Coaches Timeout at Lake Lanier Islands. It was a great opportunity for us to get together with other coaches who share the same struggles as us and just have an opportunity to dig into God's Word and kind of connect with people who we didn't really know, but I kind of had that opportunity to grow and understand that we're not alone in all the stuff that we do. We as coaches pour so much into kids. It was a great opportunity to be poured into ourselves.
Hey, my name is Taylor Wade. I'm a senior here at Habersham Central, and last year I had the opportunity to go participate in the FCA Captains Camp. And that was probably one of the most life-changing camps and just opportunities that I've ever been a part of. It kind of showed me that, you can't do everything on your own. A lot of times people think that even in hard times, especially athletes, that everything is put on them as a leader, but you learn that you have to rely on your teammates and you have to rely on God and your faith to carry you through the hard times. The camp was definitely probably one of the most grueling but rewarding camps that I've ever been a part of. It just really makes you realize kind of why you're there, what you were put on this earth to do as a leader. You're not just supposed to be good at your sport, you're supposed to be able to show God through your sport. If you have the ability to give money to the 40K40Day, it has the ability to really change the lives of many athletes and give them the opportunity to do something that many kids don't get the ability to do.
When I think about FCA camp and what it's meant to our program over the last few years, I just really can't put it into words. This last year, for example, we had 15 kids that gave their lives to Christ while we were at camp. Obviously we go for the football side as well, and it's an awesome camp to develop athletically, but at the heart of it, the reason we take our kids is for the spiritual side. And for 15 kids to walk from death to life at FCA camp, for me as a coach, I can't ask for any more. I think one of the coolest things that happened along with that is when we got back, the coaches, myself, we really wanted to answer the question, now what? Now that these kids have given their lives to Christ, now what? So we divided the kids up. Each coach would take 2 to 3 kids, and for several weeks after practice, we would just get in the Word with them and pour into them and show them what it means to walk with Christ. And obviously I think that had a huge impact on our kids, but as from a coaching standpoint, it was amazing what it did for our coaches, just seeing our guys let the kids see a different side of them and really pour into them what really matters in life, and that's what you do with Christ. And I wish everyone that's watching this video could go to camp with us and see what it means and how lives are changed and the impact it has on our team. So if you're looking for a place or an opportunity to invest in the lives of young people, I hope you'll consider giving to FCA, because I'm going to tell you, there is no better organization that has a more clear mission than to point kids and coaches to the gospel and impact them for the kingdom.
Hey, I'm Lindsay Herron. I'm the varsity volleyball coach at Habersham Central High School, and I just want to talk to you a minute about how important it is for you to contribute to FCA's 40K and 40-day campaign to send our coaches and athletes to summer camps. My husband and I were given the opportunity and sponsored by our local FCA to attend Coaches Timeout at Lake Lanier Island Resort this past summer, and it was a major positive impact on our marriage, and it helped us better understand not only us together as a couple, but the role that my husband plays as being a coach's husband. Something else that my husband and I really enjoyed from our time at Coach's Timeout was being able to be around other coaches and their spouses and talk about the things that we all have in common and how it is important for us to have that time together as coaches and as Christians. And then for the one-day FCA team camp that we were able to go to, the best part of the day was for sure ending worshiping the Lord together as a team unit. And it brought us together not only as teammates and as coaches and with coaches and players, but as Christians. And it was something that we were able to talk about the remainder of the season, refer back to, think about the times that were maybe difficult during that day and how it all was okay at the end because we spent time together worshiping the Lord and in His Word.
Going to FCA camps has allowed me to learn from very good coaches from all the way from Ohio State. And that coach, Tom Ryan, he's able to pour into our lives wrestling in that manner. But even his testimony as a Christian, he even shared with us he wasn't a Christian all his life, but he came to know God through trials that he's faced. And just hearing his testimony was so encouraging and uplifting, and it just lifted my spirits. Going through camp, you feel like you're all this because you're a wrestler, but going there and realizing that it's not about you, and wrestling is way more than that. That we're able to, we wrestle through every situation in life, and even as kids or adults, you're going to face trials and problems, and as you meet those, you're going to need God to overcome that.
FCA camp is important to me as a coach for my wrestlers, because the vast majority of the young men I coach don't know a family as a family unit like we would define a family. As a coach, FCA camp spiritually has done so much for my kids. When we send them there, they're not whole. There's a piece missing. And I feel as a coach, when they come back from FCA camp, that void in their life has been filled. And then they continue to nurture that relationship that they've learned through FCA camp.
Hi, my name is April Ackridge, and I am on staff with Habersham FCA. I'm also a coach's wife to a baseball coach at Habersham Central High School. So why FCA camps? I think you've heard through this whole video from so many that were impacted in our 25K and 25 days. Last year in 2021, going to captain's camp and coach's timeout and team camps. And you're seeing the Lord work mightily in their lives. I have also been to FCA coaches camp and to a marriage retreat. FCA coaches camp came into our life at a time that we desperately needed it as a family. We were struggling, and the Lord met us at Epworth by the Sea in St. Simon's. He encouraged us, He comforted us, and He brought friends alongside us who are in the battle with us, so that we have people that we can go to when we're struggling, who will encourage us with the Word and remind us that this is a fight for the souls of men and women.
As we look into 2022 and preparing for summer camps this summer, you can understand why we are excited about the opportunity that stands before us. Last summer, we set a goal of $25,000 to scholarship coaches and athletes to go to camp. This year, our goal is $40,000. That's right, we are launching the 40K40Day campaign, and here's why. We want to eliminate any obstacle a coach might have to send his athlete or his or her team to an FCA camp this summer. And so that's why we're doing this campaign, and that's where you come in. We want you to be a part of this amazing opportunity that's before us. So there's two ways you can be involved. One, you can pray. Obviously, please pray for this campaign, and we know that something this size doesn't happen unless the Lord's behind it, so please pray for us. And secondly, we're asking each and every one of you to please give to this campaign. No matter how big or how small you think your gift is, it all matters. And here's why. We already have $12,000 in matching money that's been given to match for this campaign, which means every dollar you give turns into 2. So we're asking you to please be a part of this campaign, helping us reach this $40,000 goal. There's 3 ways you can be involved in this process. 1, you can obviously give online. The address is down below us. You can go there and give to this campaign. Secondly, you can obviously write a check. You can give it to myself, or you can mail it into our FCA office at P.O. Box 1468, Cornelia, Georgia. Or thirdly, and probably the easiest, is we've created a Venmo, and the address is at Habersham FCA. Listen, we know that God is going to do great things this summer, and we want you to link arms with us to help send coaches, athletes, and their families to camp this summer.